My presentation is on total quality management, or the short abbreviation is TQM. And in a couple words, to describe total quality management, you can say that is managing the entire organization so that it excels in all dimensions of product and services that are important to customer. It's important to notice that total quality management is not about inspection, it's about prevention. In recent years, American products start regaining its quality. And before that, in 1980s, American manufacturers was losing to Japanese car manufacturer in the quality cars. And the interesting fact about success of Japanese car manufacturer that they owe their success to the American, and his name was W. Edwards Deming. Deming was a statistician, and he works for the Census Bureau, where he started developing a philosophy of total quality management. It would be impossible to talk about total quality management without mentioning Dr. W. Edwards Deming. And he was an American, and he was graduating from Yale University. It was a degree in physics. And he spent years working for the Census Bureau, where he started developing statistical quality control, which he introduced to industrial operations. The Japanese picked up his philosophy pretty quick and started implementing it in the industry, where it took Americans many years till they finally realized that the answer to their questions was right here in the U.S. Another part I want to talk about is why companies would use total quality management. And the answer is, in many ways, is kind of self-explanatory, because nowadays, for a company, in order to succeed, they have to have quality products or services. And in order to achieve that, total quality management have to put in place in organization. And that would increase the sales, the repeat sales, and also the revenue and the longevity of the company. Now, how TQM is implemented is very important. And a couple of things has to be in place in order to TQM to work. First things is teamwork has to be put in place in the organization. And with teamwork, also empowerment. That means that workers have to know that they have a power to make a decision in regards to operation or the services, and they can come with this. So the top management have to be committed to the whole process, and they have to listen to the workers and their opinions, and then make a correct decision if one or another decision have to be implemented. Also, the workers have to be accountable for what they do, and workers have to have pride in their organization. Also, it's called the Six Sigma statistical tool. Six Sigma means that the company would allow 3.4 defects per million. Another important part how total quality management is put in place is workers' continuous training and the cross-training. Honda plant in USA, for example, one of the first companies that implemented that method. And it used to be that the workers would be trained in just one task, which is create quality fatigue. It's kind of self-explanatory, where workers do the same task over and over again. It's create defects, and they get tired. So in cross-training, it eliminates this problem where the workers can go from one task to another. A supplier relationship is very important to any company. especially to manufacturing company. Without quality part, the quality products is not possible. And total quality management, focusing on, in case of supplier having a problem, either that's delivery problem or it's a not good quality product or component, they would work with suppliers and treating suppliers like a family, which is a good Japanese tradition. Using the quality data is very important to the company. And the companies use different varieties of data, which is customer surveys, some mathematical, statistical tools. One of them called Six Sigma, which is basically minimizing total defect to a minimum and allowed 3.4% defects per million. And in conclusion, I would like to say that the total quality management becoming more and more part of pretty much most of the organizations. And there is an old British saying that we're not that rich to buy cheap things, which is actually kind of talks about argument about cost of quality. There is an argument going on about justifying cost of quality, and some people saying that the cost of research and development, for example, is too high and it will raise the price of a product. But overall, if the product is high quality and will last a long time, that people eventually would pay a little bit higher price for it because of the higher quality. And that will justify the total quality management.